To clarify, I got this at EB Games. Here's the bit of my receipt with the date and the figure on it without doxing myself. Here is the box that won't go back together, but that's just because I'm a moron. And here's the photo of me in EB Games holding it. So this was purchased legitimately. I want to make that absolutely and plainly clear. There are a lot of stolen reviews out there. If you don't know what I mean by that, basically all those early reviews, well, not all of them, most of the early reviews you see are stolen factory samples bought off the black market from the actual factory workers, just to have the first review of it, you know, for the ad revenue and the views and all that sort of stuff. I won't name names, but you probably know who I'm talking about, but I want to make that absolutely plainly clear that this was purchased legitimately, and if you live in Canada, you probably have a good chance of finding this at your local EB Games because they are showing up there. All that aside, this is a solid figure. It's an exclusive to EB Games here, and I think Target in the States. This thing though is super solid, more solid than Sideswipe I might add, at least mine. The colors on this are on point and the chest just looks so clean. It's insanely good looking. Like I really like how this looks in comparison to the original Sideswipe that I have. He comes with a handgun that can become an axe. Yes, I know it's dumb. I don't display it like this. And he comes with a new shoulder rocket. Well, at least new to me. The rocket part itself doesn't have the peg at the bottom, so it's an actual rocket because it doesn't have to be a handgun because he comes with one this time. Otherwise, it's exactly the same as the Sideswipe mold, and that mold is already pretty good, so this is equally as good. Actually, it's kind of better because I like the way the chest is more square as opposed to the Siege rounder chest. It just, to me, it looks a lot nicer. Posability is the same. It's still pretty good for a figure of this size. All the joints you'd want are there, and he has really nice large feet, so he's got that extra stability. It's quite nice. Posing him is actually quite fun. Transformation is unchanged from Sideswipe. However, I feel it's more solid. It's definitely more reinforced, like the plastic on this mold, and it just feels nicer to transform, and it's more satisfying when you finally click the last pieces into place. Car mode looks really good. Yes, the bits of black bug me, and the lack of a spoiler kind of throws me off, but I quite dig how this feels and looks. It's a remold of Sideswipe, but to match the Earth vehicles, and it does a decent job at looking like a Lambo without being an actual Lamborghini Countach. I'm gonna say it. I prefer this over Sideswipe. It's just looks so clean and crisp in comparison. I'm a huge fan of the aesthetic of this guy, and I'm really happy I got one. Like, the white and the red just are a really nice combo. Yes, the red is a bit in your face red, but the white kind of balances it along with the gray and robot mode. It just looks really clean. If you can get your hands on one of these when it's out, I would recommend getting it. Again, this was bought at EB Games, so if you live in Canada, you might have some early luck of finding it, because I literally walked into EB Games and it was the only Generations figure they had on the shelf, and the lady at the front desk at the checkout said that these are going very quickly, so they had more. Yeah, so she told me that they just sell out constantly. So I'm glad I found one. And that's been my look at Red Alert. Thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, linked below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.